How many people will drop in this time? How many people will drop in this time? Okay, so we got the live chat window. So that's working. Oh, do not want to see me. Glenn, hello. Lemon Cat, hello. Dreedy, hello. This is just a test, by the way. I just want to see if I can set up things like that. It's just 0 people are watching, yet you guys commented, so... Can you guys hear me this time? Hello, Jay Turner. Can you guys hear me well? There's no echo or anything like that? I don't know. Hello, Ethan. Aileen, hello. How delayed is it? Hello, Jared. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I should really live stream later because I know a lot of people aren't around at this time in the day. Do I like soccer? Yeah, it's okay. I'm not the best at soccer. I love basketball though. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Do you guys like that there's this comment bit on the screen? I don't know. So I want to ask you guys, what videos do you want to see in the near future? I noticed I haven't done as many Gotham videos at the minute, so I want some ideas. There's a bit of new information on Ra's al Ghul that came out today as well, which is pretty cool. Reactions, I don't mind so much. I mainly do them because people request them. But I do watch people who I watch do reactions, so I like to see what they think of the trailer there and then. Harvey Dent, Scarecrow, not till next season. Definitely. If they don't include Scarecrow next season, then that is going to be so bad. Unboxing videos. Unboxing videos of what? Hello. I'm not sure how long this will be. This is more just me testing a couple of parts of the live stream. At least there's no echo this time. Oh man, it is not warm today. Loot Crate. I do like Loot Crate. I've had Loot Crate a couple of times before. So, I mean, I've never been sponsored before, but that would be awesome. But I don't know, would you guys like to see Loot Crate unboxings? That'd be pretty cool. Maybe I could give away some parts of them. That'd be awesome. I need to do a live stream Q&A soon, so if you guys can think of any questions. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do a Q&A again, so... And I was meant to do one for 5,000 subscribers, but I never got around to it. Ooh. Thoughts on lactose intolerance? I guess that sucks. Like, really bad. Wish you were my best friend. Yeah. One day, maybe. You never know. You deserve more subs. Thank you. That means a lot. But what would you guys like to see on the channel? Any video suggestions? More Gotham stuff? I mean, not long till Gotham comes back, so there's a lot more we can learn about it then. But I might do a Ray Shogul video today. And Alexander Siddig, the guy who's playing Ray Shogul, said he's not going to call him Raz, like Raz Al Ghul. He's going to call him Raish. So do you guys prefer Raish or Raz? Force and Wolverine, I'm gutted that Hugh Jackman has left. Ugh. I'm really gutted. Do you ever think they would make Bruce from Gotham Robin for like a couple of... What do you mean, like... Act like Robin? Like, in terms of... training, going out on the streets and stuff? New Batgirl, hell yeah. Who would you like to see play Batgirl? I really want Emma Stone. I know some people don't think she'd be right for it, but she's a brilliant actor, so I think she could adapt to the role. I'm just going to see if anyone will join from a Twitter. This is where you do most of your videos. Yeah, if you've seen any of my videos, this is where I do every single video. Oh yeah, for sure. We'll see Bruce, definitely adapt. And, I mean, especially with Ra's al Ghul coming, he's definitely going to get trained a bit, I think. If not this season, definitely next season. Favorite Gotham character so far? And who would you like to see be introduced into Gotham? That's a good idea. I don't think I've actually done who I would like to be introduced. I mean, I've said some ideas before, but a whole video would be pretty cool. So, thanks for the suggestion. I've done one live stream before, and that was last week when I was testing it out like this. I agree. Definitely Alias Alia. I still think Gotham will get renewed for Season 4. They're just leaving us super duper late. I don't think I have seen the Legion finale. I think the last episode I thought was the finale, but I'm pretty sure there's another episode. When did the finale come out? Like yesterday or this week? I can't remember. Favorite Star Wars film? Empire Strikes Back for sure. Yeah, this is probably way too early to live stream, to be honest. Love your channel and always look forward particularly to your Gotham videos. Would you like to see a crossover in Gotham with any particular show or character? Thank you very much. As I said, I'd want to see Scarecrow come back to Gotham and Harvey Dent. I want to see more of his like temper tantrums because we did get teased that a couple of seasons back with Harvey. Oh, okay. So, oh, that's really annoying. I thought the last episode of Legion before this one was the finale. So, right. Okay. Yeah. Turns out I have another Legion episode to watch. I might do like a thoughts video on it. I might do an Iron Fist review today as well for like the whole season in general because I have some very like keen thoughts on that show. Young Justice videos, okay. Do you reckon Charles will make a cameo in Legion? He kind of already has, with that wheelchair with the X on it. We saw that a little bit. As for a bit more of a cameo, maybe. Maybe we might. Maybe. Did you like Iron Fist? I did. I think it's a good show. I don't like it when people say... I hate it when critics say absolute terrible garbage or something. Like, no show is that bad. A lot of effort goes into making shows. You know, and it's definitely worth watching. But what they did in that last episode, I mean, highlighted the season for me in a bad way. I really liked it. I definitely think it's worth watching, but it has so many problems. And that last scene with Joy and Davos, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but that just ruined it for me. It was terrible. What they did with that writing, it was just so weird. But I'll probably elaborate on that in the video. I'm not up to date with Walking Dead at the minute, unfortunately, but I will get up to date soon when I can. I think Jerome will come back every season of Gotham when he can, for sure. I don't think it will be as a series regular at all. It will always be it will always be a 3-episode story arc, maybe a teeny bit more. I know that's what they did with the Mad Hatter. What animated series do you think needs to be revived? Batman the animated series. That'd be hilarious. Mrs. Van Damme should be Harley Quinn. That would be cool. Do you think Gotham would get season renewal? There are a lot of doubts. Yes, I think they're just honestly waiting. They're waiting to see what this second half does, which does worry me a little bit because from what we've seen from the filming and stuff like that, I didn't particularly care about the news of Mad Hatter being in all those episodes at the beginning. So I think having him in this last several episodes will be... I don't know if that will please so many people. But yeah, I definitely think they're going to give it a season 4. But I could be wrong. That would suck. Hello, Neve. I get worried every time I say your name. I don't want to say it wrong. Well, 20 people. A lot of love for The Walking Dead. No, don't get me wrong. I love The Walking Dead too. How long will Gotham last? It really does depend, man. On a lot of different factors. I think if it gets season 4, they won't screw up season 4 as much as they did with season 3. Don't get me wrong. I love season 3, but we all know Gotham has its problems like any show. Tara, appreciate your videos so much. Didn't know anything before binge watching them. Thank you so much for watching them, honestly. Does anyone know what this super chat is, by the way? I enabled it. I don't know what the hell it does. How are my hands? I remember seeing that comment. They're slightly getting a bit better, but I've got really bad problems with my hands. Basically, around here in each hand, long story short, I've got like this bone degeneration happening, and it's causing a lot of stress to the muscles surrounding it in each hand. And the chances of getting it is 0.6% of the population, so it sucks so much. But shit happens, right? So, but I know a lot of people ask me that all the time. I did mention it in my last live stream, but I thought I'd say it again for all you guys to know. Hey dude, big fan of your videos. Would love to know how you think Gotham Season 3 is going to end. Well, I know that they want to do the Harley Quinn thing, so that'd be cool. Guilty. I don't know if I'm so much looking forward to Barnes. I loved him as a captain of the GCPD. But god damn it, like, the whole guilty thing is a bit too cringy. A little bit. As for my hands, hopefully they get better soon. They're not actually going to get better, if that makes sense. It's got like sclerosis on each side, so it's only actually going to get worse. But as for my muscles, I can always have, you know, like therapy for that. Try and, you know, make it a little bit better. Nate, thank you very much. That's an honor to be called one of your favorite YouTubers. That's insane. I never thought people would think that way about me. Super chat is where the more chat goes faster. Oh, really? If you had a chance to meet one actor from Gotham, who would you meet? Cameron, for sure. I know he hasn't had nearly as many episodes as all the other ones, but I think he's such a talented actor. His portrayal of the Joker is by far joint first with Heath Ledger, so I would love to sit down and do a video with him sometime or something like that, you know. Thank you very much, Salmon. Salmon, is that how you say it? And Ethan, that's amazing, man. Notifications is the way to go. Oh man, I'm tired. Get Boba to 100k subs. The road to 100k. Thank you very much, man. I would love a plaque. You know, I think that's the first plaque you get with YouTube, so that'd be amazing. I know Pagey, if any of you guys watch Pagey, he's a great YouTuber as well. He's just hit 100k. So, that's an amazing, amazing feat. Salmon. When do you think Jerome will put on the clown white makeup? That's very debatable. I definitely think that's the direction they're going, because of the scars, you know, and the slits. That will definitely heal, don't get me wrong, but it kind of paves the way for him to put the eyeshadow there. So I think that will happen sooner or later. Most anticipated film of the year other than Justice League or The Last Jedi. Oh man, you put me in a spot. Now I have to think of all the films that are coming out. Name some films that are coming out. When I get put on the spot sometimes like this, my brain goes blank. Damn. How can I not think of any films that are coming out? Because those two, you know me too well, are my most anticipated films. You know, I did a podcast not so long ago all about films coming out this year, and I've totally forgot all of them. Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm pretty excited for. I loved the first one. A lot of people didn't like the fact they introduced so many new characters, but I love the craziness and ridiculousness of all of them. I remember when I first subscribed, when you had 48 subscribers, and your first drone video was on fire. Oh, thank you, Max. I remember, Max, yes. I remember you commenting on my videos way back when. That's great. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm definitely up for seeing. I was very excited by that latest trailer. As for Thor Ragnarok, I'm not too fussed. Hopefully, like, it surprises me. Wonder Woman, I really... the critics are already saying that it's not actually that great. No, not the critics, what am I on about? The same people who said the rumours about Batman vs Superman being a load of garbage said the same things, but what people need to know is to judge films for yourself. I swear to God, critics have got a thing for shitting on DC films before... I don't know, I think every film is great, you know. There definitely are flaws though, like with the DC Extended Universe, but with this Batgirl news, I really think, hopefully with Wonder Woman, because they had a lot of time to reflect with Batman vs Superman and implement changes, hopefully they can brighten it up a little bit. Do I like Tom Holland? Do you mean Tom Hallord? Do you mean Tom Holland? I don't know. If not, I do not know who that is. Hey Cole. Any information on The Flash Season 3 last few episodes you can give us? What do you mean? I mean, in terms of my speculation, I seriously don't know who Savitar is going to be. It's crazy. The show's done such a good job with their, masked villain this season. I really can't figure out who it's going to be. I know I did a video on is Barry Allen, the future Flash, going to be Savitar, but the more and more I think about every theory, you can debunk it. So, and I think if Savitar is just Savitar, fair enough. But how will he know the team so well? Like it does indicate that he is a part of the team, and he also has said like, I've always been your greatest enemy, other than the Reverse Flash and Zoom. So I think he means, Barry Allen is his own greatest enemy. I'm not sure. I really don't know what to say about that. Thoughts on Spider-Man possibly leaving the MCU? There's a lot of different opinions going on with this. He's still going to feature in many Marvel films in the future, but if they did completely remove him eventually, and they try to build up their own universe with what the rumors are saying, that is the biggest mistake they can possibly do, and Sony are just epically failing so bad. I can't even begin to say how annoying. That's just Sony being money grabbers. Nice to meet you, 100 says, what are you hoping to see in Season 4 of Gotham? More Harvey Dent, more Scarecrow, obviously more Jerome. Do you know about the Twitter campaign? No, I don't. Explain it to me. I mean, I might do, but I'm bad at remembering things. Do you watch the comedy Powerless? No, I haven't. I've heard it's great, though, and it's great for, like, DC Easter eggs, so I can't wait to watch that. If there is a Gotham Season 4. I'm sure there will be. When is the Lucky Vat? Yeah, the Lucky Vat reward will be soon. I think I made that video 2 weeks ago, so it's got like a couple of weeks left. But that prize, I mean, I'm not providing it, but I think it's amazing. I mean, Cameron Monaghan signed that Joker figurine himself, so that's a great addition to any fan's collection or, like, reward. So I think it's going to be amazing. This time, Gotham Hub is going to randomly choose the winner. So, Ray, Finn, or Poe? Ray, every time. I love Daisy Ridley. I'm so excited for her character. Don't get me wrong, I love Finn and Poe, but, man, Ray. I love Ray so much. Have you seen Smallville? Yes. I didn't see the last season or two, but I watched that years and years and years ago. I need to scroll up the comment section. Come on, scroll. Why aren't you scrolling? What? What is going on? Oh crap, there's so many comments. Thank you very much, Joey. Thank you very much. Great live stream. Thank you. I'm not used to doing this, so sorry if I seem awkward. Was that a voice crack? Kind of, yeah. Daisy Ridley. Who is Savitar? God knows. As I said earlier in this live stream, they've done a great job. I get how people are getting a bit tired of the who's the villain, is it going to be a Team Flash member or a Team Arrow member? But personally, I really love them, but they do definitely need to do something different next season. Still afraid about Gotham Season 4. I don't blame you. The It trailer, I think it's crazy. It's definitely amazing. I can't remember the actor's name who's playing him, but I've seen him in... Oh man, it was a Netflix original TV show, and he was brilliant in it. I'm so bad at remembering things, honestly, guys. I'm so bad at remembering things. Has anybody seen Hemlock Grove? That was it, Hemlock Grove. Because I believe the vampire-like dude in that is playing the crazy clown in It. I haven't seen the new Power Rangers film. I really want to see it. I want to see the new Ryan Reynolds space film as well. That looks crazy. I haven't seen the original It either. I might do that soon. Future Flash. Maybe. I don't want anything, to be honest, Joey, to happen with HR because Tom Cavanagh's Harrison Wells across the seasons. Fair enough, season 2 wasn't so bad. He had a couple of twists and turns, but it was ultimately good. But if they do a crazy reveal this season with Tom Cavanagh's HR, like for example, if he was Savitar, that would drive people insane, I think, because he was the reverse Flash. I think HR should just be HR, honestly. But that's just my opinion. Everyone's opinions are different. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, Neve. I haven't seen it, as I just said, but when I saw the trailer, when I was watching it in, the trailer in the cinema, I was like, God, like I'm all for space films, but this one just looks like Ryan Reynolds and Jake, and I can't remember the other person had been handed a load of money to do it, and it didn't look that great. But then my friend saw it and said it was absolutely amazing. So I'm really glad that my first impression was false. Who is your favorite superhero? I'd say probably The Flash or Batman. I can't decide between those two. Who do you think Vigilante on Arrow is? I might see you later, Ethan. I might do a video on that. It's very difficult. Some people think that it was the police captain, but something happened with him. I'm not going to spoil anything. Vigilantes, oh God. I've got a feeling there might be two Adrian Chases, if that makes sense. You know, twins. Because Vigilante did seriously sound like Adrian Chase, and that was obviously deliberately done to throw you off. But what is your favourite show until now? I would have said it's a cross between Gotham and The Flash, but Arrow is really stealing it this season. Would you support Gotham having a musical episode? No, no. I get musical episodes, I respect them, but no, no. It'd be weird. Could you imagine Jerome just singing in Arkham Asylum? That'd be hilarious, actually. And then Victor Zsasz comes in, or something like that. Go, guys, we need to make a Gotham musical episode. We can sort it out. Oh man, DJ's a Ewan McGregor solo film needs to happen, but it won't happen until after these 3 films are completed. So episode 8 and 9 still left to happen. But I am very confident that maybe by 2023-24 it'll be like maybe happening. The Gotham musical needs to happen. Yeah, at first I was like, but we can make it very funny. We can make it very funny. All our ideas combined. Panama. Wow, hello. Superman too overpowered? Yeah, I guess so if you think about it that way, but you could argue the intelligence of Batman and the other heroes having kryptonite. I mean, from what we saw in Batman vs Superman, can whip his ass, so there's always a way. A Batman series. I've heard this question asked many times before, and I've blindly said, oh my god, that needs to happen. But on second thoughts, if Batman was brought to the TV screen, it would be a very, very rocky road. You know, they could completely ruin it. So, you know, I don't know if I would give that the green light if it was up to me, because I'd be so worried about how it would be executed. Oh, I need to wear my glasses, the screen's getting blurry. Have you seen a Holy Musical Batman Star? No, I haven't. I need to see it. You need to DM me that on Twitter. I am back. Hello, Ethan. To be honest, I should stream in like a few hours' time. A lot more people might come then. But still, 33 is amazing. Favorite food? I love steak. Steak is awesome. Do I watch Supergirl? I'm behind on Supergirl. But I do like it, but it's definitely the weakest of the CW shows. Do you think Luke Skywalker will die in Star Wars Episode 8? It's very possible. But I hope not, because that'd be very Ben Kenobi of A New Hope. So I hope not. I really, really hope Rey doesn't go to the dark side as well. That'd be very cliche. I don't know. And I really don't want Kylo to come back to the light, because I don't think there is no redemption from killing your father, you know? How old am I? I'm 22. I almost forgot my age then. But I definitely don't look 22, do I? I still get ID'd a lot, you know? Do I watch Legends of Tomorrow? Yes, I do. Freaking amazing show. A lot of people didn't like Season 1, but I freaking loved it. Captain Cold is my favourite villain across the CW shows, joint with the Reverse Flash. You look 18, yeah, I know. I definitely don't look 22. Arrow, for sure, is a lot darker than Gotham. Gotham have tried to do some dark things. I don't know, like, it's Fox compared to CW. But, yeah, I would say Arrow, on the majority, is darker. The thing about Captain Cold returning to Legends is they've pulled an old version of Captain Cold out of the timeline, so he's not the sort of hero that, you know, he kind of turned into, or anti-hero, if you will. And I'm actually okay with that, because he is meant to be a villain after all, so. What are we talking about? Anything. I can't stay for much longer, but I thought I should do another stream whilst I could. Whoa. Do you think Bart Allen should appear on The Flash? No. There's too many speedsters, and that's gonna happen way down the line, if anything. I kind of hope it doesn't, to be honest. I agree, Dreedy. Iron Fist was good, but it has quite a few problems. And as I said, I kind of went on a little mini rant on Twitter last night, which I've never done before. If you guys have seen Iron Fist, and you've seen that scene with Davos and Joy in the last 10 minutes of the episode, that was the most stupid character change ever, you know, completely. How long did it take to design your room? That's a weird... hold on, let me zoom up. That's a strange question, because it kind of happened over a long time. Just all these collectible things, so... Maybe Godspeed come to the Flash. No, Godspeed won't come to the Flash. Maybe, like, you know, elements, you know, they've said the God of Speed. I think that's the closest thing they could do with that. Do you watch Star Wars Rebels? I have seen Star Wars Rebels before, but I'm not up to date with the latest season, unfortunately. I just started watching The Flash, and I love it, episode 11 now. The Flash season 1 is my favourite, because the Reverse Flash story arc in that is amazing. It was brilliant. It's very emotional season as well. I think the first couple of episodes were a bit cheese, but you need to get past that on CW shows. What is the identity of Savitar? I mean, I've answered this so many times. I have no idea. No idea, seriously. I think the Legends might use the spear for themselves. I mean, they might have to, but it's a very dangerous move, especially if they travel back in time. You know, to see themselves. That's gonna be very interesting to see. Yeah, honestly, the Flash season 1, I always used to prefer, see you later, Ethan, Tom Cavanaugh as the Reverse Flash, because I feel like this Eobard kind of looks a bit too old, but he's definitely grown on me. The actor who plays Eobard Thawne. Yeah, of course, Arrow will go on to season 7 easily. I am very confident about that. It's the OG show for the CW after all. Do you think Caitlyn has got to go back to normal? I think she might go into season 4 quite evil. That'd be very interesting. We haven't got many episodes left, so especially from the future vibe we got of Cisco fighting Caitlyn. Yeah, I think that will definitely carry out. Yeah, Iron Fist has so many inconsistencies with characters and writing. That's the big problem about it. That was my biggest dig. The writing is like they change things so much with characters in the show and the plots. Who do you think will be the villain from season 4 Flash? I did a video on this. I definitely am very well. I'm not gonna say definitely, but I'm quite confident that it will be the Thinker. I don't get why Abracadabra name dropped, you know, out of Zoom, Eobard Thawne, DeVoe, and Savitar was your worst one. They wouldn't have name dropped DeVoe in the same line as the previous season's villains if he wasn't going to be somehow featured next season. Yeah, I agree. Season 5 Arrow is freaking amazing. I think I really didn't like the beginning of it, believe it or not. I hated the new recruits. I really didn't like Wild Dog. I thought I'd never like him. I really thought I would never like him, but it completely changed for me. Completely changed it around. But his character at the beginning, with his conflict with Oliver, was just so, just go away, you know. Biggest problem with Gotham is the fact they can't stick to one thing and be confident with it. For example, my biggest problem with Gotham is the fact that, I don't know if you're aware of this, I did a video on it, but they were literally going to behead Jerome in Season 3 in that 3-episode story arc that he did. And I don't really need to say anything more than that. They weren't going to make his character the Joker. I don't really need to say any more than that. That's very stupid in my opinion. That they were actually going to go through with that. That's just ridiculous. That's beyond me. I can't fathom why they would do that. Do I hate Felicity? No. But sometimes I find her annoying. I don't get the massive hate though. Maybe I got it when it was very much so Olicity. But yeah. Yeah, I definitely think the guy who plays Iron Fist is okay. There were some problems, but yeah. The whole Barry Savitar thing with the Time Remnant, I found that very plausible, but I can't remember what the plot hole was with it. The thing is, the only thing I find the problem about the Time Remnant theory is when Barry went back, I don't know, a few minutes and told himself to do that, he was fully on board to sacrifice himself. You know, he knew what was coming. So for him to just, I get the whole, how the Speed Force could have, you know, made him go crazy. But what we do know about the Flash is that the future Flash created that Speed Force prison to trap Savitar. So from what I gather, that he very much so deliberately created that Speed Force prison for Savitar. So, you know, the Time Remnant Flash incidentally going into his Speed Force prison. I don't think that's the way it happened. If that makes any sense. So I'm not so confident in that. It's a great theory, don't get me wrong. I really like it, but from what they've said on the show, Barry created that prison for Savitar, not, you know, the Time Remnant accidentally kind of going into the Speed Force and being there, you know. Thank you, Simon. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'll see you later, man. Thank you. Yeah, they do drop storylines, yeah. As for Barry being the future Flash, I think that's completely doable. And why would he kill Iris? Because I've seen so many comments like no version of Barry would kill Iris. Yes, he would. Like, shit can happen, stuff can change, especially if it isn't your version of Iris, if that makes sense. He could be a different Earth for all we know, or if I don't know. This is what I mean. I don't really like commenting so much on the Savitar thing because They've done such a good job about making me question everything. Oh, Pratt, Chris Pratt, definitely. I love Chris Pratt. He's brilliant. Can I do a Yoda impression? I can, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not comfortable enough on live stream to do that yet. Do you watch any non-superhero shows? Sure. Like I'm a massive TV head. Right now, what am I watching? Black Sails. Definitely check that out. It's freaking amazing. The Path with I forgot his name. God damn it. He played Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad. Aaron Paul. That's really good. There's so many. I love all kinds of TV shows. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I know this sounds really cliche, but I do love Casey Neistat. He's kind of put me off him a little bit ever since he made that presidential video. And what else? There was a few other things. When he commented on the PewDiePie situation. But yeah, I think he's a remarkable video content creator. He's crazy creative. It's great. Thank you very much, Cardoso. Black Mirror is crazy. It's super depressing, but the cinematography in that show and the way it's executed is phenomenal. It's brilliant. Have you seen the originals? Yes, the originals is great. I loved the Vampire Diaries. I love the originals. I love it. Love TV. Man, why can't I can't zoom up? I've seen some comments that I want to read out, but I can't scroll up with my mouse. I have to do this, like with the goddamn actual scrolling bar. Hello, Xanders. Yeah, Legion's great. I actually thought last week's episode was the finale, but I was wrong. So I'm very happy that I have another episode to watch. I don't know why I thought last week's episode was the finale. I think I was really super tired when I was watching it, so I was like, oh, okay, that's the ending. Okay. I mean, season one, often lots of season ones have only a few episodes, like The Walking Dead has 6, I think, in season one. Team Klaus, hell yeah, man. Klaus is a brilliant, brilliant actor and character. I find it very fascinating with the original vampires. I'll see you later, Ari. You're welcome. Great to see you. For those of you who are watching, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please do, and on my Facebook page. I don't normally like asking like this, but a lot of you guys who aren't actually on my Facebook page, and I want to post more regularly on there. And it's just / BobaTalk. So if any of you guys have Facebook, definitely check that out. I wanna build that up a bit more. Supernatural is amazing. I don't care about anybody who hates on that TV series. It's the longest running American TV show, I believe. And I get how it feels samey, but I never want that show to end. It's amazing. I do watch The Walking Dead, I'm just not up to date. Peaky Blinders. I watched episode 1, but I couldn't quite get into it, but I will. I know I'm a firm believer of have to watch 2 or 3 episodes, and I guarantee if I watched that far into it, I would have liked it. It's one of those shows that I'm saving for a rainy day, if that makes sense. But what Taboo? Taboo was freaking amazing. I love Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is amazing. I'd go gay for Tom Hardy. definitely. I'm just trying to figure out what else you can do with this stream. Walking Dead producer said it would go on for as long as 20 years. I don't think it will go. Maybe with other shows, if that makes sense. Once upon a time, I couldn't get past season 1. He wouldn't go gay for Tom Hardy. Yeah. What was it? Once upon a time, I couldn't get past season 1. I tried. I really tried. It was too cringe for me, that show. But I'm not dissing it in a way. Like, I get it's very fantastical, but it was a bit too fantastical for me. Favorite Vampire Diaries character is Damon. Hell yeah. I really like Alaric Saltzman as well. Thank you, Joey. Have a great day. I will do more streams. I honestly keep meaning these are only meant to be test ones because I want to do a proper Q&A in a few hours' time. When more people are around, because I know lots of people are probably out at work at the minute, or, you know. Have I seen Merlin? Yes. That was quite a few years ago, though. Yeah, Logan was incredible. Best comic book film I've seen in theaters, definitely. Have you guys got any video suggestions that you would like me to make? Any ones you'd really, really like to see me do? I'm not struggling for video ideas or anything, but I just want to cater to what you guys want to see. I mean, I'm still going to be doing like the trailer breakdowns and stuff like that, but in terms of like theory videos or whatever, Justice League for sure. I really want Barry Allen to be good. I like Ezra Miller, don't get me wrong. He's great. It's just I'm so used to Grant Gustin's Flash. I don't like the suit, unfortunately. I don't like the lightning. I'm not saying it's awful. It's just not. I don't like it a lot, if that makes sense. Have you seen Breaking Bad? Yep. Great show. How do I think the Penguin will how do I think the Penguin will return? The more I think about it, the less I think it will have to do with fish, but I think it probably will do. But it's going to be very interesting. I can't speculate on it because there's so many, especially with that photo I showed a few weeks ago with that person laying on the floor. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but that was, you know, that made me think about, that made me broaden my horizon, so to speak. Legion review. I did a first thoughts video because I don't really want to do reviews anymore. I want to do movie reviews, but I might just talk about seasons in a whole from now on. I will always do breakdowns and news videos and opinionated videos and theory videos, but reviews for singular episodes aren't going to be my thing anymore. But, you know, for things like Iron Fist as a series whole, like 13, 12 episodes, I will do like an overall thoughts video, aka review, basically. Of course you should. Of course you should start watching Gotham. It's great. Especially get to episode 16. Trust me, the blind fortune teller. Thank you for the video suggestion. That was definitely one of the ones in the books that I planned. Who is Vigilante? Why don't I do vlogs or mailbags where your fans send you stuff? Honestly, my life isn't that interesting enough to do vlogs. It would literally be like, you know, it'd be like this every day. Every day it'd be like this. Like, hey guys, how's it going? Just making a video. Yeah, like it wouldn't be interesting. I mean, maybe if I go to an event or something like that, but. And as for, what else did you ask me? I can't remember. Where my fans send me stuff. I've had a few people ask me about sending me things, but I don't know where you would address it to because I don't have a PO box or anything like that. I mean, if you ever want to send me anything digitally, and I have no idea what, you could always send it to my Facebook page or my Twitter page. You can always discuss or talk to me on there. I haven't seen the latest episodes of Supergirl. I'm not up to date with Supergirl. I love Supergirl, but don't get me wrong. Just not up to date with it at the minute. Same with Walking Dead. I haven't seen Kong Skull Island. I want to see it, but I've heard it's okay. I will definitely see it, but if I do miss it, I'm not going to be that bothered. It might be just like an after theatre DVD one-time watch kind of thing. I honestly don't know who Savitar is, Kevin. They've done such a good job at effing with everyone's minds about who he could be. I honestly, everything I think about what could be wrong with it, and I find something that could be wrong with it. But the show will definitely shock all of us. I can't wait for that reveal. Definitely can't wait. I just really hope it isn't Joe West. I mean, at first thought that was ridiculous, but I guess if he acted right, if he, really got his acting chops on, there might be some weird... I don't know, that sounds ridiculous as I'm talking about it, but no, don't be Joe West. Don't be H.R. Wells. Anyone else. Don't be Iris West either, Jesus Christ. Do a Power Rangers review. I might do. I mean, maybe. Do I think Thor will survive Ragnarok? Yeah, I mean, he's... hopefully. I don't like the new haircut. What do you guys think about Thor's new haircut? I get change, but I like the elegant, long, thin hair. What do I do outside my life of YouTube? Just normal things. I mean, I have a very generic life. Do I have any pets? Yep, I have a dog and 2 cats. I would love Savitar to be Eddie. I mean, I know how he announced it, like, coming back, and everyone knew that was through the Speed Force episode, but what if he is, what if he went through that singularity, and that singularity took him back to ancient times, and that's how he got the Philosopher's Stone? I mean, this is this is what I mean. I hate commenting on the Savitar theories because I find something wrong with every single theory. Hello, Warstew. Injustice 2, hyped? Not really. I can't really play video games, so... I definitely think that when they showed that image of Savitar in that dark, when he was going like that with the Philosopher's Stone, from behind Eddie, I believe he can be that hench for sure. Definitely. It definitely... I mean, the first time I saw the latest trailer as well for episode 19... when Caitlin says you're going to be so surprised when you find out, I instantly thought of Eddie as well. Just because, like, it's the last person they'd think. I mean, they think he's dead. What if he... I don't know. This is what I mean. I don't have faith in any of the theories, so... I don't think it sucked, Jake, but it was the weakest of the Marvel TV shows, man. Like... I can go on such a rant about Iron Fist. I mean, it's definitely worth watching, for sure. But, God, so many things wrong with that show, unfortunately. What do you think about Killer Frost? A lot of people say that Danielle, I think her name's Danielle, acts better as Killer Frost than Caitlyn. I agree sometimes, but I don't want Caitlyn Snow to go forever. And I mean, she won't be gone forever. But I love the gentle, sweet Caitlyn, I liked where she was going with Julian as well. I don't think Julian will marry Caitlyn anytime soon, though. No. It's going to be interesting as well to see like where Julian is in the future with Caitlyn being Killer Frost in 2024 still. If you ever look at IMDb, don't ever trust it. For cast things, anyone can edit it. Like I swear, some people renamed like Cisco to Savitar and stuff like that. Of course, Cisco's going to do some crazy things next season. He's only getting better. I mean, I love his boots on his suit. I noticed them for the first time the other day, but it's like these gold buckles over it. They're beautiful. I really want Barry Allen's Flash 2024 suit to be gold boots as well. So we've only got like the top glimpse of the suit. Do you know Juice from the Box? I don't know him personally. I've spoke to him a few times on Twitter, publicly, not through DMs, but I think he's a great guy. He's really good at what he does. But I don't know him. I don't know him personally. This is the thing about what makes me think about the back of, Savitar when he's holding the Philosopher's Stone. If Was it to throw us off in some way? Or, I mean, if that was the person meant to look like him, I reckon they would have used a double. Just so, like, you couldn't properly tell who it is. I don't know, I feel like that was very revealy, if that makes sense. But, yeah, it could be Eddie, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Do you think so? I didn't think they did. I mean, I thought a lot of it was recycled footage. For sure they showed a lot of, I mean, some new stuff, but, yeah. Hello, Pop. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Really good. Do you think Iris could come back to life? For sure. If she does die, which I'm split about, I think she's either going to die, or somebody else is going to die because of that, permanently. Because we all know if Iris dies, it wouldn't happen permanently, because that just, I promise you, that wouldn't be a thing. But at the same time, if they prevented it somehow in the future, we all know the problems with going back to prevent that. So I don't think Iris will die, because, the show will not continue seasons and seasons later without, Barry Allen's Iris. So I think somebody else is going to die, and as the show can go on without somebody else dying, I think they would be a permanent death, unfortunately. Do you think Iris could come back to life? I think I just answered that. Do you think Barry Allen will go dark? Well, from the next trailer we see that he's a bit, depressed, so I don't know. Goodbye, Uma. Have a great day. How do I do trailer breakdowns but not episode reviews? I just don't like breaking down episodes anymore, the long-windedness of it. But I like breaking down trailers because they're more exciting, what we get to see in the next episode. I love Emo Barry. Yeah, a lot of people hated on his hair, but, I think it's alright. I mean, why not? I mean, you wouldn't really care about your self-image if you're super depressed, right? So, but yeah. But yeah, as for episode breakdowns, I don't want to be one of those channels that just keeps grinding out episode breakdowns. But trailers are always easy to do. They show us future insight into episode nobody's seen yet. So they're it's exciting. I mean, for example, that Flash trailer was very exciting. So I always love stuff like that. I'm more like about news videos, trailer breakdowns, and theory videos now, really. Even if people don't like that, that's fair enough. I mean, but I think there's quite a lot of channels that do reviews these days. But that doesn't mean I won't do movie reviews, and maybe season whole reviews like Iron Fist and maybe Legion. I'm not sure yet. I'll see you, Parwa. See you later, man. See you, Josh. Yeah, I mean, episode breakdowns are good, but like, a lot of the time I feel like people rehash what's actually happened in the episode, where you can't do that with a trailer breakdown, It's completely brand new, and I freaking love speculation. That's what all our channels are about, right? I mean, who doesn't love speculating about the future? So, especially if you get the speculation right. What do I love most about Heath Ledger's Joker? Probably his fascination with the Batman. I know that's the same with every Joker, but the romance, almost the poetic, romance of them. Batman won't kill him in that version of the universe, and Heath couldn't kill him. So they're destined to just constantly go at each other, and that was shown beautifully in the interrogation scene where he's like, I don't want to kill you. You know, you complete me. That was amazing. Do I watch Lucifer? Hell yeah, I do. Freaking amazing show. A lot of people, some people don't like it and think it's a bit different, but god damn, I love Lucifer. Don't get me started on Lucifer. I thought of doing videos of it before, maybe one day, but I've already got a lot on my plate with like Arrow and Flash and Gotham and so on and so forth. There's only so many videos you can cover, especially with you know, so much stuff coming out in the DC Extended Universe and Marvel as well. Hello Tyrone, good morning man. Do you think Yoda will appear as a Force Ghost? Hell yeah. Definitely. Definitely. iZombie. Is that good? I tried so hard to get into iZombie. I just couldn't get into it. I don't understand it. Like, I'm not dissing it, but yeah, I know it's DC, but like, I think I tried to watch 2 or 3 episodes into it. I was like, well, what is this? Does it take more than a few episodes to get into? Because I'm a fan. I'm normally on these TV shows when there's such a big fan base for it, but just couldn't do it. Maybe I'll give it another go. Oh, thank you so much, Two Perfect Angels. That honestly, to be called that by anybody is very flattering. Why do I think Wally West can't walk in the future? Because there's 2 combinations to this. Basically, yes, speedsters. They have amazing regenerative capabilities, but if you completely, you know, snap a spine, I don't think he can come back from that. I think that got teased in an earlier season of The Flash, where Barry couldn't feel his legs, but it wasn't so damaged, if that makes sense. But if you just go clonk, no, there's no repair for that. And he lost Iris, but that's a combination of Wally being obsessed. We all know he's obsessed with his speed, so that is depressing enough for Wally to get something he's wanted ever since he met the Flash, and then lose his sister. He's just not only paralyzed potentially, I'm not saying he is, he's also staring at the goddamn wall because he's lost everything. His speed and his sister, you know. Oh man, there's so many comments. I have to scroll up to see some. Whoa. Yeah, I will give it more time, Warstu. I will give it another go. But I don't know if I want to watch episode 1 or 2 again. I will try for you, man. I'll try. Constantine. I freaking love it. Biggest mistake ever getting rid of that show. It's such a shame that it didn't build up the audience that it, you know, was supposed to, because it is better than some shows that are out there. Why didn't it get handed to a different network? Why? That was the one chance for us Constantine fans, and I feel like we've lost it. I know we're getting that animation, but, you know, it's a big shame. What do you think will happen in Lucifer? I think it's very much, if you guys watch Friends, you know the whole interesting thing that everyone wants is those 2 characters to come together, and we eventually got that at the end of Friends. And they tease it throughout, but that's never going to happen with Lucifer and Chloe. It's going to be teased, but you know, if we got that earlier on, people would feel complete way too early. So trust me, it will be very longed out, if that makes sense. Something will happen. See you later, Dreedy. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Holy crap, we're on an hour stream. That went so fast. Do I think the Joker will be in Flash or Arrow? No. The best thing we got was like a Harley Quinn tease a couple of seasons back or so. Maybe Easter eggs at best. I'm good, thanks, Alan. I think that's how you say your name. I'm good. I don't watch Twitch streams. Maybe I should start doing it, because since I can't play video games as much, maybe it'll be interesting to watch people play them, but I kind of can't hack watching somebody else play something that I want to be doing that with, you know? But if that's my only outlet from now on, who knows? Yeah, I'm sure Matt Ryan will come back on roles like that, but I want him to have a full show. I want him to have a season again. That could have gone so well. Who knows? Where did I get that info about what from? I can't remember what I answered for you. I don't think he will. I mean, I do believe Batman is in this universe, but they just obviously, they really don't mention it, you know? I think Justice League will be good. In my opinion, with people complaining about the length time of the film, in my opinion, that's only a good thing. I want more. The more they can fit in, the more story, the more character development they can throw in there, the more they don't have to condense it. I get how the film would be a bit long. You might need to go to the toilet, or something like that, and you might be getting a bit bored at some point. But for fans like myself, I welcome it. You know. Do I watch Game of Thrones? Yes, and I will be doing Game of Thrones videos when we get a bit more than a goddamn trailer where they're just walking. Like, there's not so much to break down there, you know? So that's why I didn't do a breakdown for that. See you later, man. I mean, I don't know if he will. I didn't know that was actually a thing, but it doesn't surprise me if he is going to appear on Legends of Tomorrow at some point. I mean, it said some things, like, you know, about it foreshadows what's happening, but it is only a 2-minute conversation, in my opinion. I want to wait until we actually get some footage. I mean, that's going to be really exciting, you know? Yeah, I really want Green Lantern in the DCU. Hell yeah. It's a shame that I mean, actually, at the same time, it's kind of a good thing they didn't shove another hero in there, because there's kind of way too much going on already with Justice League. But hopefully a tease, you know? Wally West and Linda Parks. I mean, it could be a future thing. I totally think the whole Jesse Wally thing won't be a thing for, like, throughout the whole of season 4. Maybe they'll tease that, but it'll be like a very early Iris and Barry thing again. I don't know if fans will like that, you know? See you later, Kevin. Which has better quality and not boring? That's a very difficult question. I like Marvel and DC. I mean, I prefer DC's characters, but Marvel have done great things with their films already. I don't necessarily find DC's films boring, but I get the criticisms, especially with Suicide Squad. Do you think we'll ever see more Flashes? I mean, yeah, we've got the Accelerated Man and stuff, but as for like regular show Flashes, I hope not. You know, I hope they don't introduce. I don't think, you know, Wally West will be constantly in it. I hope he kind of gets a bit more independent, you know. I have seen Grimm in the past. I haven't seen the latest season. Did I watch Iron Fist? Yep. It was disappointing. Good show. Definitely, there's good things about everything, but it was the weakest of the Marvel shows for me. I'll see you, Neve. Yeah, get back on that work. Yeah, I should be doing a Q&A live stream at some point, but every time this turns into a Q&A live stream, I mean, I don't think you can do anything else than answer questions on live streams unless you're playing games, which I can't do. Really? Wow, that's surprising. I think Daredevil is the top dog. I get how there's a few slow moments in Daredevil, but this is the biggest problem with Iron Fist. Even with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, not so much Luke Cage, but that was freaking amazing still. I really like Luke Cage. But with Daredevil, there was stuff that happened in it that made me have to watch the next episode. There's some stuff that was like, oh my god, this, I need to stay up an hour later, you know. not one moment happened with Iron Fist like that. Not one episode happened like that at all. I think future... This is the thing I said in my trailer breakdown. I'm pretty sure that future Flash costume is the longer haired emo Barry. But I don't think he's necessarily... I think that's maybe a moment when current Barry said, get your ass in gear, man. Like, we need to do something together. I don't think he's... I think maybe he helps out here and there with his speed, but I don't think he... Since Team Flash isn't a thing in the future, I don't think he's going to be... Yeah, I think he definitely gave up. Long story short. I'm going to rename the title. Q&A. Who's your favourite superhero? It's caught between Batman and the Flash. I think, for now, the Flash, I would have to say. Oh, Legion of Doom. It's an interesting question. I forget his name. Mirror Master would be pretty cool. See you later, Entertain. As for my next video, God, I don't know. I'm meant to be coming out with one today. Hopefully I do get one up. But I often make videos as I think of them. It's either going to be about Iron Fist or probably a theory video of some kind. Or maybe Gotham, because there's something I want to talk about with Gotham. So, and I haven't done as many frequent Gotham videos as I said I would, so I want to do that. You're going to donate $500. I didn't even know there was a donate option. I don't think anyone would do that. Do you watch The Walking Dead? Yep, I do. But I'm not up to date. And I do want to do more videos. It's just, it's very hard sometimes when you're making videos, like, tackling all these different shows, you know? See you later, Entertain. Do you think we'll ever see an evil version of Barry? I think a lot of people don't want to, but I think that'd be really cool. I don't know what super chat is really. It really confuses me. I enabled it, but I don't know what it is. But as for the evil version of Barry, yeah, I think that'd be interesting to see. Definitely. But yeah, I do agree that like it'd be pretty hard to see an evil version of Barry. I think. The next episode's version of Barry is very plausible. I mean, why wouldn't you be super depressed? I mean, that whole future timeline is very much so accurate with all this shit that's going down in the present. But as for future proper evil Barry, man, that's going to be interesting to see if they ever did that. If you could kill a Gotham character, who would it be and how? Maybe Barbara getting killed by Harley Quinn. That'd be interesting. No, I'm joking. I think Barbara's improved a lot. But that wasn't your question anyway. Thank you so much, Red Cool. As I said, I've said this before, it's very flattering to be called that because I never imagined out of all the YouTubers you can watch out there that I'd be people's favourite. So flattering. What is the name of your final intro? Do you mean my final intro? You mean the outro of my videos or what? I don't know. Yeah, I think instead I might do theory videos on The Walking Dead. The thing is, I haven't read the how far it is in the comics at the minute. I know the all-out war thing is happening, but still. I do make thumbnails in Adobe Photoshop. King Shark and Suicide Squad 2, maybe, but it's going to be super interesting to see how they could pull that off. I think a lot of the audience would find it ridiculous, but what people need to understand is some comic book things are ridiculous, you know? I do want to see more of Jared Leto's Joker. People need to give him more of a chance, definitely. I think a lot of it was done with the way editing was portrayed, you know? It really was. I think if we had clean scenes of him, it would have been interesting. And it really pissed me off that they cut out things like the moment where he pulls that smoke grenade with his mouth and he's like waving bye-bye. That's not in the extended cut. Why not show that in the extended cut? God damn it, like... I don't think Barbara is full lesbian at all. I think she's bisexual, if anything. You think Grant Gustin should be in the movie? What, Suicide Squad? No. No. I don't know. Yeah, my outro is done by Edef. And the music is done by Edef. It's in the description of my latest videos because I realized the previous videos that I've done, for some reason the link was like ... You know, how it sometimes does that when you paste it places, so it's never been working. I do believe what some people said, like Zack Snyder and stuff like that. Justice League has got a complete different tone to Grant Gustin's Flash, unfortunately. So as much as I'm connected and love Grant Gustin's Flash, it wouldn't work, you know. I won't teach how to do thumbnails and live stream. I don't think a lot of people would be interested in that. But honestly, man, just practice makes perfect. I don't think the thumbnails when I first started this channel were that great. I think with anything there's deleted scenes, so it'd be cool to see them. Like, supposedly there was a deleted scene in Logan where they're on that dinner table and they kind of teased Jean's death. As if like that still happened, if that makes sense, like when he killed her. It might have happened in a slightly different way, but she didn't die through Charles Xavier's seizure. And it makes sense, Jean still would have gone off the rails, right? Favourite villain? The Joker or the Reverse Flash? Can't decide. Do you think Jim will ever find love? For sure, we need to get Batgirl somehow. And I don't think it will be with Barbara on the TV show, you know? That would be so stupid if they brought those two together after everything that have separated each other, you know? That would be the biggest mistake, in my opinion. Am I waiting for a specific game to come out? Not really. I love the Halo series, but I can't really play video games in a minute, so with the new Halo, whenever the hell that comes out, I would have to do it on easy mode and be like the cannon fodder with my friends. Oh, man. Excuse me. See you later, Path. Thank you so much for stopping by. What Batman story would you like to see in the movie? Definitely Under the Red Hood. If you guys have seen what they did with that animated film, that'd be super duper interesting. Definitely check out Under the Red Hood animation if you haven't seen it already. It's great. It's freaking great. Have you seen the Injustice 2 trailer? Which one? There's quite a few. But yeah, I've probably seen it. I would be more interested in it, but since I haven't played video games for the better half of, well, nearly a year now, I've kind of desensitized from all the video game industry hype when new stuff comes out. I don't want Eobard to die. I want him to be in continuity somehow, you know? Any tips for new YouTubers? Just do whatever you want to do. Be consistent, and you'll be fine. You'll find if you upload consistency, you will find what your niche is. If you don't upload as frequently as what you want to set yourself to do, I think you'll struggle in what you want to do and get an audience, if that makes sense. I have watched Young Justice, yeah, not all of them. I'm actually currently watching it now on the side. Whoa. No, Bruce's doppelganger won't kill Bruce Wayne, because Bruce Wayne's got to be Batman one day, so... And they would never revive Bruce Wayne, if that makes sense. That'd be dumb. That's great, man. Like, the comic book industry, or like media, is such a interesting thing to talk about in videos, so... How do you think Selena Kyle gets a Catwoman suit? I'm not sure, really. It's going to be interesting. I don't think we'll ever properly see it. I think we'll see lots of teasers, but it's just going to be very traditional, I think. I mean, she's very much so acrobatic in the show anyway at the minute, so I think it's going to be just a blend. I haven't seen... Do you mean Kong? I haven't seen Kong Skull Island, no. I want to, though. Thomas Elliot in Gotham. Maybe. They might have already done that, to be honest. In a way, if that makes sense. Well, that's what I mean. As I said, Selena already wears a lot of leathery kind of stuff. She even has those, like, I can't remember what they kind of like, goggly kind of things. I think just a matter of when she gets older, it will just be a progression kind of thing. Just as I've said about Bruce Wayne, I think it'll be very much so Batman Year One. It's not going to be full cape and cowl. I want to see some primitive technology happen before he gets all applied sciences, if that makes sense. Oh, weird. I am tired. God. God, my hair is falling everywhere. That's a really interesting question. Sarah ever give Rip the... It is weird seeing Rip with, not being the captain. I think Sarah is a great captain, but I kind of do want to see Rip maybe earn back his place, but he definitely... I don't think he should be a background character. He needs to be the captain. But I don't think it should happen straight away, I want Tom Hardy to play the Wolverine next. I'm not ready to see that yet, but if he ever does get recast, and that will happen in the future, as all things do, Tom Hardy would be brilliant, Yeah, I've heard that there might be a tease for Green Lantern. But they've got so much going on in that film already, it's going to be interesting to see if they don't overpopulate it. Time for a haircut, yeah, probably. Two-Face, he's in the background somewhere. They definitely need to bring him back in season 4. Definitely. They really do. As well as Scarecrow, As for Tabitha, I really don't know what to say. I don't think her character has had too much proper importance. I could see them killing her, but I don't know. I think somebody's definitely gonna die. No, I haven't played The Last of Us, or I haven't played any of those games. Thoughts on Gotham City Sirens? I don't know. I want it to be a good film. I hope they're just not milking Margot Robbie, if that makes sense. I hope they do it justice. It's going to be super interesting to see Poison Ivy as well. Favourite Marvel movie? Well, if you count, obviously Logan, but like Guardians of the Galaxy is a bunch of fun. I don't think we'll see Bane anytime soon on Gotham. And even if we did, it'd be a very proto-Bane. I do watch The Walking Dead, but I'm not up to date with The Walking Dead. I'm going to have to end the stream in 5 or so minutes maybe. Because I've been going for nearly an hour and a half. That flew by. Let's add a smiley into the chat. Whoa. Hey, go away. How do I get rid of this? There we go. If you guys can hear, my dog is going mental right now downstairs. Did I cry when Glenn died? I think so. Man, that was horrible. God, it was brutal. I mean, I'm not so connected into The Walking Dead as much as I am with shows like The Flash and stuff, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I cry at a lot of things. They definitely will. Hopefully, they better bring back Scarecrow in season 4. Man, my dog won't shut up. That is very annoying. What do you think of Scarecrow? What do you think the Scarecrow suit will look like? Man, I suppose I was about to say I don't think they would do that, but if he's had a couple of years of completely hallucinating scarecrows because that fear toxin injection he got, in season 1, overdosed with, I suppose he might try and embrace that persona. I mean, we all know he will anyway. But yeah. Oh, see you later, Crazy Cougar. I will do another one soon. See you later, Pop. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to go in a second anyway because this has been going for an hour and a half. I might make it public this time. But don't forget, guys, that lucky VAT giveaway is happening in a couple of weeks, so make sure you have entered that if you want to win the Cameron Monaghan signed Joker figurine. I could do, that'd be an interesting video. My first video, I can't remember my exact first video. It might have been that Joker one. I think that was my first successful video at the time. Like, I think it was Joker to be in Gotham season 3. But yeah. But I'm going to have to go in a second, guys. If you've got any last questions you want to ask me or any video suggestions that you would like me to work on, so I'm always open to them. Yeah, and if you want to stay more up to date with me, and you do have Twitter or Facebook, be sure to follow me on it's just / BobaVol on Twitter, I believe, and BobaTalks on Facebook. So see you later, Josh. Chris, if you just joined, I'm about to go, unfortunately. Yep, I do like Arkham Knight. I think it would. I prefer Arkham City though. I don't think Emergency Awesome collabs. I would. I've always wanted to do a collab, but I don't know the best way to go about doing it. You know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for dropping by. I did not expect to live stream for an hour and a half. But there were so many questions asked, which is great. I might stream a bit later as well, because this was way too early to live stream as well. Way too early. But I wanted to see that. I wanted to see if this whole comment thing would be cool to add in the live streams. Yeah, thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you, Tyrone. See you later, Guts and Glory. But that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.